My YouTubes explain about one thing. I mean, my cause here, my cause in my YouTube channel, I have a purpose, I have a cause. That's it, I have a cause. Is the legitimate شرعية. That's it, the legitimacy of those who are doing a crime. They are doing an action or doing something, and they say that we got the legitimacy to do what we are doing. This is my case, is to expose them. No, you don't have this legitimacy. You're liars. When it's come to the faith, when it's come to secularism, so that if the punishment come, because I understand things here and there, and I know I understand something more than you can even imagine, comparing to many. So once the punishment is there, the destruction either in this life or in the hereafter comes, then they deserve it. This is the thing. This is the only thing that I didn't lose, and I will never lose. This is another topic. Now, there is among those who call themselves Israelite, who insist calling themselves Jews, occupying the Holy Land and calling their what they call Jewish state an Israeli, so-called Israeli state. Among them, they know, I'm not talking about all Jews. There is anti-Zionist Jews. I'm talking about this group who are occupying other land. Like, for example, kicking the Muslim from Spain. Who came and settled and controlled Spain, Andalusia? From Europe, from Italy, from these places. Sent. You understand me? So the original people of Spain, the Andalusian, accepted Islam. Yeah, they will find a lot of Muslims who are blind, blue eyes, like the Shishan, for example, and they settled there. Then Europe and the Pope and that time Catholics said, we need to finish Islam there and return it back to the Antichrist, the so-called Christianity, the Crusade. And they attacked. And intruders to the land of Spain, Andalusia, start persecuting whom? The natives. And among the natives, there is some Arabs, there is some North Berber mainly, who were kicked out in general. And so many native Spanish people went to Morocco and Algeria, and you can find them, you can track their race until now. And intruders settled in Spain. I need you to put this in your mind. No, this is at the end there is punishment. At the end there is people who died. Do you believe in God? No, you don't. You believe in the devil. There is people who died and they are in a rotten place and in hell. In a way, we're not talking about this dunya. We're talking about Allah. With the same knowledge, information, and recognition. It's not almost like sleeping and waking up in a different body. They are in a bad, terrible situation. Disneyland? No, you're living in Disneyland. This is the fact. Now irrelevant. If you are a believer, if you're an atheist, fine. There is another top. Says about this. Look at the cross right now. The cross is one of the biggest producer of gays. The Pope, for example, is fine with the men, and men have right to marry each other. So it's changing. Gays right now is fine. So now God understands. Now He is our salvation from the sin. No, this is a joke. This is Satan. This is the devil. Now, this is not the cause. That's why Muhammad is the final messenger and you are liars. Now, please, let's send back to the topic. I'm not mentioning any name. The final. Let's talk about. Let's leave the topic of religion. Among those who call themselves Jews, liars, like any other group. They go look at the DNA test. خشخيش بخشوش جفخيش نشخوش مغشوشين ومفشوخين. Ashkenazis, look at the code of DNA. You see the code of DNA? Between the Ashkenazis, there is similarity with Flasha. Flasha, there is similarity with the Russian Jews. Russian Jews, there is similarity with Marsilians. Now, we need experts. Not a normal person coming like me or you, for example, who are not experts. There is the same, look, DNA, it's similar, yeah. No, all Israelis, especially those who call themselves Christian, and those who hate Islam, and those who support the occupation of the Holy Land. The experts, what do the experts say? They say, do you see this similarity in the code, in DNA? This similarity is found in all human races. Do you understand me? So this similarity in the DNA within the Flasha is found in me as a real Israeli, and found in the Han in China, and found in South. They're trying to lie at us. They are manipulator. there was a case like this, but it's easily exposed. Now, this is not also the point. The point is, what I'm trying to say is, when we, the experts, look at the DNA from above to bottom, from A to Z, they will find that the Flasha, based on their knowledge on differentiating the races and finding a track, is there a similarity or not? They will find that the Ashkenazis got nothing to do whatsoever with the Marseillians. Shut up. And they got nothing, the Russians got nothing to do as a race, yes, with the Flasha. And the Chinese Han, who call themselves Jews or not, have nothing to do, for example, with the Asfahani, Belgian Jews, okay? Did you understand my point? Why they are lying? There is Copts who are Jews, Coptics, who will be, now most of them used to be a so-called Christian, they accepted Islam, the Coptics. Some of them remain Jews. There is European France people who are originally from France, they're Jew. They escaped to Andalusia and they settled there, and then when the Catholic, the so-called Christian, kicked them from Spain, from Andalusia, they went with the Muslims who took care of them to Morocco and Algeria. This group is what? Who are they? Some of them are African or whatever, are called the Moroccan Jews. You understand me? We are dealing with Gentiles, Jaham Jews, Jahmi. Got nothing to do with the Israelis, so they should not lie at us. Now, this is the topic. Now, this is the point I'm trying to explain to you right now. Why they're doing this? They know that they are liars, and so many among them believe that there is a God, a creator of existence. Why they're doing this? Now, you will find this similar. I'm not going to go to those who call themselves Buddhists. I'm working the word. Trust me. Protect the word from the future. Protect the word from the darkness. Protect the word from the devil who is called God, Satan, and the dark groups. But let's protect humanity. Protect yourself from hellfire, the oven. Protect yourself and stop the sin from occupying and imposing your soul. Then your soul will not be accepted in heaven. There will be no salvation. God, Jesus, this is a freakness. Your soul is filled with darkness. I'm not talking specifically. God is so merciful. God is the final decision maker. Wake up. This is not about anyone. There is a beautiful people in all groups. Now, church, I go to church and I find, now today, there is an atheist who I'm going to find today. The man, I like his personality. He's a human being, but at the end, there is a choice. Either, no, yes, spiritual, high, whatever. Kick this dark and sin embodiment or possessing to your soul. Otherwise, you will be in hellfire. Now, as I said, I'm exposing those who say that they get the legitimacy. Now, this is the point. I'm not going to talk about the so-called Hindus. I'm not going to talk about the so-called Buddhists. Trust me, do you want me to give 1 hour? What? 10 hours about the so-called Hindus? And 10 hours about the so-called Buddhists? Oh, I'm ready. I am ready. I can put a memo and put the points, then I have a video, and I start talking, either in Arabic or in English or any other different language that's not understood by him. And whatever. We can understand. We need to understand. I'm going to talk about, and I'm not going to talk about the so-called Christianity. Imagine this. Believe it or not. And I'm going to talk about the atheism. I'm going to talk about two groups. Those who call themselves Jew, Yahudit, gypsies, and the cult of gypsies and things. Please, don't read this video. I'm not saying, I love the anti-Zionist Jews. I love them as a wonderful human being who should deserve respect. We all have failures. I respect them and I love them. The anti-Zionist Jews, I love you. Those who are representing themselves and calling themselves anti-Zionist Jews and representing themselves in, I'm not talking about those in the Holy Land. I'm talking about those who said, don't support this so-called Zionist movement because A, B, C, D. I respect them. I love truth. And I love those who respect themselves. Please allow me to say this. Don't read this video. Those who call themselves Shi'at. They say they are loyal to the family of Muhammad. What happened? It's the same. Tuqya. We hide ourselves. Tuqya. We don't say the truth. I'm not hiding myself. I'm saying to you exactly. And I can say it face to face. I can come and say it But there is no need to go and talk to the people in the streets. No, I'm explaining myself. There is a human right. There is shit and crap in the Home Office, and you're always bothering us about Saudi Arabia for the wrong reasons. Give me my fucking IDs. Fuck, or as the minimum, deal with me as a human being. Huh? This explain either a human or less than human. Please don't delete this video. This is about the West. Regardless, I mean, England brought a lot of. I mean, at the beginning, I remember that lovely African lady who honestly. They just don't want us to speak about. They want only to talk about themselves as the only victims of the war in Africa. No. There is people. You're helping in Iraq, in the Holy Land, also. And you're creating victims. So if you complain from racism, complain about yourself. Question yourself and question the racism that you are doing. Please don't delete this video. I'm not saying all. Definitely. What is the problem? Please don't delete this video. Please. What is the problem right now? I'm gonna talk to you about these two groups. The so-called Shias relate themselves to Hussein. Hussein, peace be upon him. May Allah make us among those who clearly respect him. Not Hussein. This is craziness. What happened, Hussein? Because it's reformation of using the death of Hussein to create a political movement in Persia that want to bring back the oppression that the Persians have committed to the Persians themselves, an elite and other ethnic group, and what's called Iran right now. The devil is using them. That's it. Greed, lie. Yeah, that's it. The greed is a big sin. Greed. Yes, that's it. Now, this is fact. You call yourself a Shiite and you're lying. And you can do the same with the DNA. And lie saying that you are from the Ismailian territory. And lie and say that I am originally from Bahrain. And lie about the society agreement. Al-Aqd al-Ijtima'i. And lie about the natives there. And try to bring troops to Iraq. Why they're doing this? Why there is a similarity here? Please don't delete this video. I'm gonna explain to you. Because they worship the same God in different taghuts. Who's this same God? The devil. Yes, you can call yourself a Jew, but are you depending on the teachings that Moses came to preach about? Are you depending on the preachers, really the real preaching of Solomon, not the manipulated Solomon and David and Daniel? No, they are your enemy. Exactly like the so-called Christian. He is your enemy. Either you're a man or a woman. Are you an atheist? Fine, you're an atheist. Then an atheist European, let he not bother us in Middle East. An atheist Chinese, let he not bother us in the Eastern Europe and lie about Islam and take advantage of 11 September, the inside job, and send some hands to the Eastern Europe, Eastern Turkmenis, and stole from them using what? The other dark groups. You understand me? This is fact. Please don't delete this video. Why they are lying? Because a so-called Israelite insisting in calling themselves Jew, his Yahudian faith have nothing to do with what Yahudia is really about. And it's a time limit for it. And he cannot understand this. And they believe the corrupted, manipulated instruction in their books. What does it say? It says the following, exactly like the so-called Shiite. That because you're a Jew, you have the right to lie at others. Listen to me. A Jew with another Jew, even if you are different races, even if you know 100% as a fact that you are not Israelis, it's enough that you are Jews, because you know that the real Israelis are all Muslims. You understand me? Muslims believe that the son of Virgin Mary is the Messiah, understand that the Israelites used to be chosen for a certain period to be favored, to preach light and peace and the instruction of God. And these people, their faith is corrupted, but still they call it Judea. Their Judea is a gypsy Hazar cult of making us above the other. Greed is all about this. Please don't delete this video. See, please don't delete this video. I'm complying, really. No, they are saying worse. Everyone is saying worse about Islam and the teaching of Islam. I'm explaining about Judea, please. As an Israelite, please. And also as a real Shia to the family of Muhammad, I'm explaining about what the Persians are doing right now. Not all of them. I'm talking about the regime. Fine. No. So they call themselves Yehudi. For them means what? Means that we are above the human. Even if you're not an Israeli, you're a Yahudian. You have this, what is it? Conduct? Other conduct with your God, with the Elohim. Some of them say don't call him Yahweh because before the Messiah he said don't call me Yahweh. Finished. The Yahwehian law way or character of me as a God is finished. Yahweh. They don't call his name. But before that time, Moses and other Yahweh. They call him Yahweh. Allah, Elohim, Allah, Yahweh. Then finished. I'm no longer. Call me Allah, the most merciful, the creator of existence. Don't call me. They know this. And right now, Elohim. He's the wild beast. He's mentioned in the Talmud. He's the devil. What is allowing him, this God? This Satan said, if you believe in me that you are Yahwehian, and you talking Hebrew, do your best to talk Hebrew as a mother tongue, even if you are not Israelite, by the rest, then you have the right, you are my people. Oh, this son of Virgin Mary is a son of a bitch. A'udhu billah, may Allah protect me. And I'm sorry for saying this, but this is what they believe. Oh, fine, he's the child of Joseph. Because he will never be a son. Joseph, yeah. He's not the Messiah. He's liar. He's a good teacher. Do you see the crime? No, you don't see it. Still, my explanation is good. Why? Because I have further point. But if I say it, you will delete my video. That's it. Okay, what about the so-called Shiite? If you love the family of Muhammad, who died unjust, you love them. This is Mullah. Mullah is saying this. Then you work for the Mullah. The Mullah are descended from family of Muhammad. Family of Muhammad have heaven, have this. They are gods. There is no need for Allah. Have this, and they own you. They give you miracle. They come to you. The Taghut spirit come to you. Arab countries for them. Islam countries for them. All world is for them. But let's start with those Muslims who call themselves Sunnis. Why? Because they call themselves Muslim. They worship Allah and they don't respect family of Muhammad. They don't worship family of Muhammad. You worship family of Muhammad more than you worship Allah. Then our problem is not with so-called Christian, not with others. Yeah, let's use this right now. There is a case about the Jews and things. Our problem is with Sunni, Nasibi. They hate the family of Muhammad. Why they hate the family of Muhammad? Because they are not doing like this. Because they are not eating the shit of Mullah. Don't delete my videos. Because they are not becoming a slave for those who proclaim that they are descended from the family of Muhammad. All of this I'm dealing with this since I am a child. Please allow me to explain. Okay, do you understand the point? So who do you think? It's not Muslim circling Kaaba. Who do you think they worship? Allah, who's Allah? He was in his cave. No, Muhammad was in his cave, and if there is a reason why he neglected the society, and if you don't understand how he married the first wife, and why after 40, and why Allah sent him as a final messenger, and Gabriel came and talked to him, and the angel content came and talked to him, and he did a great job based on the instruction. Based on Muhammad, this is a final messenger. Okay, yeah, that's it. Now, who do you think? The so-called Christian, of course, and the so-called Hindus and the so-called Buddhists. But who do you think? Right now, I'm focusing. Please don't delete my video. The so-called Shiite. It's the therapy. It's a therapy. The so-called Shiite and the so-called Jews, who do you think they worship? Of course, even the so-called anti-Zionist Jew, definitely. But you know what? It's a level of scar. There is a first-degree crime and there is a second-degree crime. If they are doing a third-degree crime, the anti-Zionist Jew, they are wonderful. Comparing, for example, to the so-called Christians, they are committing, there is different, committing second-degree crime and first-degree crime. Well, the anti-Zionist Jew are third-degree crime. Yes, a person with wisdom like mine can give you a judgment on this. Please don't delete my video. And go to the so-called Hindus. There is different sectors. Those who worship the cow in a different elite. Those who are originally from outside and things, political. There is different degrees, of course. So you understand me, the so-called Buddhists who are prosecuted by the Chinese government and killed and tortured and raped in Tibet and things like that. Are they like those in Myanmar who have a good relationship with the Chinese government because they are outside what the Communist Party is controlling in China? There is a second degree, first degree crime, third degree crimes. See, you understand me? May you be in this a victim of the absolute crime of the devil when he do it. May it be in your generation because he's bad. He's bad. The devil is bad. The devil is bad. The devil is ready to take thousand and million of people to hellfire. And at the end, he makes those who work for him wake up. If they and you see, do all of those in hellfire. You want to return back to God, return back to God. I enjoy the humiliation and the terrible judgment on you. And he will do this, but this is another topic. It's mentioned in the Quran, mentioned the confirmed hadith. I don't want. Now, who do you think they worship? Is he Allah, the creator of existence, the most merciful, who sent messengers as mercy of mankind? Is he the God of Adam and Eve? Is he the God of what's before Adam and Eve? Is he the creator of existence? Is he the creator of the Big Bang? If you're an atheist, be in a good side. Be a good person, like many atheists that I found that have nothing to do with the sickness I am dealing with. Fifth degree atheist. Be a fifth degree atheist, because being itself an atheist is terrible. You are doing your part in bringing darkness to humanity. But you can be a fifth degree. God will say, why are you not complying? Why are you not worshipping me? Different calculation at Judgment Day. But there is a different type of atheist who say, I am supporting the Holy Land. I'm an atheist and I want more gays and I want one thing, and I am supporter of an atheist and I am fine with the change in the Holy Land, and I think the Shiite are better from the Sunnis because there is no terrorist attack here. Yeah. There is no terrorist attacks. Al-Qaeda, there is no terrorist attack, is only from Sunnis who were invaded and killed and kicked by the invaders. And you lie about the last century. This way you're a criminal. You're a first degree criminal atheist. I have respect to all people. There is good people. God is the final decision maker. Indeed, Allah is the only. He is the only God subjected to who must be subjected to worship. No one else. Nothing else. Now, who do you think they worship? Who do you think? Filled with greed, they live a lie, they empower the sin, the sword is possessed by the devil work. Tell me, the so-called Jews who I talked about and the so-called jihad, right? They worship whom? The devil, different taghuts. And they're all in hellfire, the oven, either they like it or not. And they will pay a great price. When it's come to the long term here in dunya, they might die. And when it's come to what? The hereafter. Look, right now they are destroying the cemetery. They are looking khashakish b'khashush. Why from the beginning you resisting our return to the Holy Land? You're not returning. You're an invader. It's not yours. You're not an Israeli. And you got nothing. Your crime is bigger if you're an Israeli, by the way. God, you're against his teaching, and they are looking and they are destroying the cemetery of those martyrs who fought them before decades ago, at the beginning of establishing the so-called Israelis. These people do not understand what they are doing. No. Them and the so-called Shiite, as well. They go and they destroy the cemeteries because they say from the beginning the family of now we can do this. At the time of Saddam we couldn't. Why from the beginning at the 80s Saddam refused in war with us? Please don't delete this video. I think if you're smart and you have more knowledge, if you're stupid, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Please don't delete my videos. Thank you. Thank you very much, YouTube. Thank you very much. You're a very respectable company, website, whatever. Please don't delete this video. I am sure that within this 23 minutes, I didn't say anything that's gonna be considered worse than many videos years before uploaded in the videos, saying unacceptable things and lies about what should protect me from being in a situation that I am, or rather, I have the right to say this. Thank you.